but I was interested in hearing about, you said you got hurt physically and then it changed you, something changed physically and then it changed you mentally. How did you put this?
And so, like, when I tore my ACL and my meniscus, because I had that physical injury,
Hmm.
I feel as though, like, I don't know if you've had an injury before, but especially now that I'm a personal trainer and like I've worked with so many different people,
Hmm.
I know what it's like to have an injury and then mentally you just become down.
Yeah.
Um, because like you feel that because your body's not capable of doing things and your mind starts to weaken a little bit. Well, for me, I felt like my mind weakened a little bit,
Hmm.
and I became a little bit more, I guess, depressed, I would say, because it's like I wasn't able to do all the things that I love to do. I wasn't able to move,
Mm.
and yeah, it was interesting to see the change in my, I guess, energy, my spirit
Okay.
once I had experienced that injury.
Okay.
But I think it's important that when you are going through a tough time like that, any sort of physical, emotional thing, whatever,
Hmm.
that you always have a good support system around you so that they can help uplift you and get help you get through those times.
Yeah.
So
Is
it's
this
been lucky.
like like your girl crew? The time that I met you in Montreal, was
No,
that your family or was these your homegirls?
some of them are like some of them are family.
Okay.
But like some of them were just friends from work. But
Okay.
like like in the last couple of years, like I find that a lot of my coworkers, like I'm very close with them, and like my family, I'm very close with my cousins. Like
Hmm.
my cousins are my best friends. So yeah, though that's my support system, my family, and then like I find my coworkers. I'm very fortunate to work in a very supportive workplace.
Right,
So
right, right. You
yeah.
mean like in the gym?
In the gym, yeah. And
Mm.
before then, I was working in the supplement industry, and even when I worked there, I found them to be very supportive as well. But like, especially where I am right now, I see quite a difference
Hmm.
because our job is like helping people achieve their goals. They come to you with a specific goal, and they kind of already have that. I don't want to say all people come in with a defeatist attitude, but they don't know that they can achieve it. So you have to help build them up.
Right.
So yeah, that's the environment I'm in where we're all constantly always trying to build each other up.
It's really interesting because I think people have the impression that like going to the gym or whatever. I don't think people understand how supportive people are towards one another in the gym for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think when people are initially stepping into a gym, if they've never been to one before, they feel like everyone around them knows what they're
Mm.
doing. Everyone's supposedly fit, but it's like no, everyone has a starting place. Everyone's learning,
Right.
uh, and everyone's there to help you get to your goal. Even I find in my club in particular, I find that even other members are there to support new people that come in. So
Right. Right.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a good environment.
Yeah,
And I
it's just a shame that that I think people that don't go have the impression that it's something different.
right,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
because I do think. Why are you gonna say something?
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like yeah, support system it is really important and really helpful, and if and I do think it's always good to surround yourself with people who are doing that are where you want to go. You know what I mean? Like in or halfway there or have some experience with it. And I think especially when people know the struggle that you're maybe about to have or you have had already, um,
Hmm.
I think this is where the camaraderie comes from because everyone knows that they've gone through the same thing. Like not everyone has the genetics or whatever, so like people have to work hard, you know?
Especially us women,
Huh?
especially after, especially us women after a certain age.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Gets harder.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think it's like when it comes to men and women, I think it's easier for women when they're younger, and then well,
Definitely when they're younger, your metabolism's like, oh, I can eat like 10 burgers and I'm still like super small. And then it's like after the age of 30, you're like, I ate a burger and I'm 5 pounds heavier. Like, what's
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
you
I'm
can't.
trying to I'm trying to keep all of this under control. Like I'm doing everything that I can do. Like to
You're already lean and mean.
huh?
You're already lean and mean.
Well, it wasn't always. This is work though. Like I'm actually doing stuff to be this way. Like I was. I mean, it was a long time ago, but at one point in time, I was up to like maybe 193 pounds.
How tall are you?
I'm only like 5'8.5", something like that, 5'9".
I thought you were so tall when I met you. I thought you were like 6'1".
This is no. This is my personality. I got a big personality. No,
Isn't he like 6'1", 6'2"?
nah. You got me confused with the other guy.
Wow.
Um,
The other guy.
or no. Well, how tall are you?
5'6.5", 5'7".
5'7"? Yeah. See, I thought you were shorter. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, you thought I was living that short life, eh?
I don't. Huh?
You thought I was living the short life, right?
Maybe. Well, you had like you ready. You were definitely ready to dance because it was like Pride Fest or something.
Yeah, we went to that place,
Yeah.
and then there was like some. Wasn't there a jazz fest going on as well? I don't know with my mouse.
Well, there was like there's always like multiple festivals going on, but I thought there was like some sort of Pride Fest going on.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this
yeah. Pride
and
was going on, but there was also like something. No, maybe I thought there was like a jazz fest going on too. But there was definitely Pride that weekend.
okay. You know what? You know what I want to say? I think you were the first person that I ever saw like twerk or something.
What?
Yeah.
On my head.
You might have, yeah, I don't know. I just saw you jump in this circle and I was like, yo, I never seen nobody's ass do this stuff.
Yeah.
I was
It's
like, all
because
right,
I was at that time I was like obsessed with dance hall queens.
okay.
So I was like trying to emulate anything I saw. Like I would go home and I'd be like, oh, I saw this video of this girl Shisha, the 2007 like dance hall queen like
Okay.
champion. So I was like, I'm gonna try and do all the stuff that she did, and then I'd pull a
Yeah.
muscle and I'd be like, no, no,
Uh-oh.
like,
Wait, what'd you say?
like
What'd you say?
yeah. I said I would go home and try and emulate everything that I saw on the internet,
Hmm.
like, and then I'd pull a muscle and I'd be like, nah.
Nah, but you, whatever that move was, you had like one move. I was like, that's all right.
Thanks, man.
And but yeah, I don't know. I definitely wasn't 6'1". I wasn't 6'1", and you weren't as short as I thought you were, but you might have just been dropping it, and this is what I think. I thought you were short. You were like,
Maybe I was squatting low.
yeah, you know, but why did
I
you
was,
bring this up?
why did we bring that up?